Today, we're going to be talking about Cannoneers, comparing it to the classic items of Thieves and Cloak. Does it stack up? Is it something you can buy? Is the gold worth it? Let's talk about it. You know, the classic SMITE shop where sometimes you hover away and it still pops up even though you're nowhere near it. Classic. Let's take a look at the gold, how much it costs, all the stats on all the items. So Cannoneers, 30 protections of each, 300 health, 20 HP 5, and then the gold spooling passive. It is 2,000 of gold. Now keep that in mind, that is massive. Next up, Prophetic Cloak, 25 protections of each, 150 health, 10% cooldown, and then you get the aura protections every time you do damage, and you can stack it once every 8 seconds. Lastly, Thieves, the oldest item, you get assists on minions, giving you a stack, up to 55 stacks, and then you get an aura of physical and magical protections with 250 health, 50 HP 5. In total, Cloak ends up being 65 protections of each, 150 health, 10% cooldown, but it is a 20-minute investment whenever you buy this item, at least 20 minutes. Gauntlet of Thieves ends up being 65 protections of each, 250 health, 50 HP, 15 HP 5. I've been comparing the items. I've tried them a few games. I'm still not completely sold on Cannoneers, but I am very considering it to be a good item at this point. First off, let's take a look at the gold. 2,000 gold. It is 350 gold less than both Cloak and Thieves, and it is a quicker spike. Cloak has a solid spike, but no HP 5 means your early game is a lot worse. That's one of the strengths of Thieves and why Cannoneers kind of stands up to it is that HP 5 early game, if you think about it, you're getting 15 health every 5 seconds. So over 1 minute, you're going to be getting 180 health from Gauntlet of Thieves every minute. And this is on top of the HP 5 you already have. This is just how much Gauntlet of Thieves is adding. And now you look at Cannoneers, and Cannoneers is going to be even more. Cannoneers is going to be 240 health every minute. So, on top of having good protections, good health, high HP 5, and then also super inexpensive, the item is also going to get you to your next items faster. Now, in ranked, it is a little bit harder to get Cannoneer stacks, but if you have somebody you're duoed with, maybe a mid laner or an ADC, it is not at all hard to get stacks onto this item. You can give your allies an extra 30 gold 2 times easily every wave. Easily. And that means also more gold into your pocket. So the item, while it doesn't have the full-blown finished full item better than Cloak and Thieves, it builds into your second and your third item and your fourth item faster. So think about when you get to level 15, you're always trying to upgrade your starter as quick as possible, because even if maybe Spirit Storm is making you a little bit tankier than the full Sentinels boon or Embrace or whichever one you end up building, maybe it does make you a little bit tankier because of how much CC they have. You're going to still want to get Sentinels because of that gold per 5. It's just extra gold to get your next item, and then maybe you'll get your Spirit's Robe on faster. A build I've been really liking recently, I don't know if it's going to be officially the best build or anything like that, but Sentinels, Cannoneers, Thieves, those 3 items, it feels fantastic. You have 2 gold spooling items on Cannoneers and Sentinels. Thieves is a very, very good spike once you get it stacked. And then those 3 items, you're going to be giving yourself 65 of each, 95 of each, and then depending on how many people are by you, we'll say there's only 1 person by you because to make it sound as good as possible, you're going to be getting 135 protections of each in just 3 items. This allows you to build into anything else you want after. It also gets you to those next items faster because of the gold spooling from Cannoneers. And that's why I think Cannoneers actually has a really good shot of being a meta item, or at least an item where if you get first blood in the lane and maybe you're feeling like you're a little bit farther behind, you can just opt into the Cannoneers to get that spike that's quicker. Now, what is the weakness of Cannoneers? The weakness of Cannoneers is that its 2-item spike is not going to be as good as a 2-item spike of Cloak or Thieves into another item. So let's consider the healers right now. Hell, Afro are the meta. Terra and Demoja also meta. Let's look at their 2-item spike. Thieves into Lotus Crown or Cloak into Lotus Crown. The reason that Hell and the reason that Afro build into the Thieves is Thieves makes yourself tankier a lot faster than Cloak makes yourself tankier. Cloak makes your teammates tankier because of the aura protections you're getting. And then once you get the fully stacks and you start to get the mitigation, it does make you end up being tankier, but that's more of like a late 30-minute thing, 30-minute game type of thing. Thieves is nearly instant. You can get Thieves stacked in about 5 minutes. So Thieves makes yourself tankier a lot faster, and it does give a small aura to your teammates. But if your worry is keeping your teammates alive, Cloak is actually the better option. But Hell Afro have not a ton of survivability in the kit in that early game. They rely on those quick protections. And that's why you see Awesome Jake on the Warriors and the first place team in the league. Jake is opting into buying Thieves a lot of the time because it makes himself tankier as quick as possible. So then he can just run around and just absolutely ruin the enemy's games. You compare Cloak to Thieves on gods like Yemoja. Yemoja usually, sometimes she does if you're playing against like a Dodgy or a Naja or something like that. Usually the cloak is the best option because it's making your teammates as tanky as possible. And for some reason, if they do have like nausea, dodgy, something that's trying to kill you, you just opt into the bees and you still end up building this cloak because the cooldown also just is immeasurable on Umoja. So what does this all mean for Cannoneers? Who would I buy it on? Would I opt for it every game? Currently, I'm going to say where I'm buying it nearly every game. The 2,000 gold is just huge. It makes it feel so much better. There are still a few gods that I don't think I'd build it on. If you're playing Hell, you're playing Afro, do not build Cannoneers. You want to get that Thebes. You want to get it on as quick as possible. If you're playing Umoja, I would still opt for the Cloak. And I think if I'm playing Terra, I still would not be building Cannoneers. I'm going to be going Thebes into Lotus Crown because it's such a good 2-item spike. But outside of the top 4 meta gods, maybe there's bans in your scrims if you guys are scrimming, or there's in ranked, all the top supports are banned. Try going like a Fafnir's Cannoneers. You get so much gold so quickly. Try just playing with Cannoneers. Let me know what you guys think about the Cannoneers. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Do you guys think Cannoneer is going to be meta? Do you think it's still just a little underwhelming? Let me know what you guys think. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. See you guys next time. Peace.